This is a home inspection overview of unit 40045. We're going to start here in the attic and then go down to the interior and then finish up outside. I'll be pointing out things that are to be repaired and just things for information. So here in the attic, we can see the trusses, the factory trusses. They got some the plates, metal plates holding the trusses together. I look to make sure they don't have some that are missing. Sometimes they are, but in this particular case, as far as I can see, nothing really missing. I'm also looking to make sure that they're not cracked or broken. There will be a little bit of things like this, but that's part of the nature of the wood. So I also check insulation, make sure that we have insulation throughout. We have fabric insulation, and I measure the thickness. As you can see here, it is about 13, 14 in some places. So pretty good insulation here. You also have a radiant barrier, which is this here, which is usually an upgrade. I'm not sure if you paid extra for it, but it is an upgrade. So radiant barriers instead of OSB or plywood is a good thing. Also up here, we have the unit, the AC unit is carrier, just like the condensing unit outside. It's pretty well held that back together with drainage, piping, and also the drain pan or the dripper pan or the diaper, like they call it, is in good shape. Pretty well sealed, so there's nothing escaping air into the attic. It is also a furnace, so I checked the heat and he gave me pretty good heat. It's also included on the report. So let me go down and then I will continue in the interior of the house. Okay, coming down from the attic, I'm over here in the garage. So I'll show you a couple things. Your hot water heater, I checked for temperature, obviously has to be below 125. And the temperature was, if you read here, below 125. And some of the temperature was about 132. Not really bad. It is 50 gallons. So in order to lower the temperature, you just have to lower this dial. We don't touch anything because the house is not ours yet. So anyway, that's how that works. Because you have a gas appliance, you have to have these. They're called fresh air intakes, or so in order for you to make sure maintain fresh air. I'm going to open the garage door. So you see here, you could also download an app. It's called MyQ, and you could also open and close the garage with your phone. It is post-tension slab, which means that you're not supposed to drill or cut, because you will cut the cables and it's very dangerous. So a couple of things that I point out, some of the splices or the union between the baseboard might need caulking here and here. And we have the same thing happening throughout the house. So how do you fix that? Basically paint this caulking, preferably white. The GFCI and all the outlets, GFCI stands for ground fault circuit interrupted. So we check the outlets right here and make sure that it is, it tells you the power, and then we could also test it, okay? So if it does, you just have to reset it. So that's happening here like this. I'm gonna close the garage door so you see that happening again. I'm going inside here and I start in the laundry room. I go all the way around. We don't run these. We just make sure you got power and that you have the valves and the drain. So I turned them on, but I did not run a cycle. You do have gas powered, and you also have electricity. I did check the electricity, so all that is good. So continuing here, I go all the way around the perimeter and then come back to the same spot. So if we start here at the entrance, I check all these outlets with this right here, like I said, to make sure that we got power and they're grounded. So all these are good. All right, so some of these mitered corners need to be caulked. I also check the windows, make sure that the window sills are not cracked. They're not cracked. So I put it on the report with pictures and descriptions. Here is the hallway bath. I check all this as well, making sure that you don't have any leaks, no leaks, you know, that as well. Again, the corners need to be mitered. I'm sorry, they're mitered, they just need to be caulked in some locations. So you're making sure that the smoke detectors work, and they do, going all the way around here. Coming into the master, again, the same thing. The baseboards need to be caulked in different locations. And in here, in the master bathroom, I check everything here, including toilets and the sinks and the shower, making sure that the drain doesn't leak and that it holds the water. Okay, so all that is good. Checked all the windows, all that good, and then check the doors. So we're going to go to the exterior, and then we finish at the front. Sliding door, pretty good. Eventually you might have to clean it with clear silicone spray, not WD-40, because WD-40 creates like a paste. All the exterior outlets were checked with this as well. The hose bib in here was checked. It has an internal anti-siphon valve. It has it right here. And then this is your AC unit that goes along with the air handler up in the attic. This is the unit, obviously, that conditions your air. The brand is Carrier, and the tonnage is 3.5 ton, and it has the newest refrigerant that you could get. It is 434R, and I think it's called Puron, but it's good. So all that is good, and I'll double check here the disconnect and make sure that your pipe is insulated. Okay, there are minor things like this that it would be considered cosmetic. They'll give you some tape for you to tape all the way around the house. So little things like that, like chipped paints and stuff like that will do it for you. I check all the caps, those are called column caps, and all those are good. Sometimes they get loose, but they're good. Also checked all the windows, make sure that there's no gaps in between them. And then as I continue here, the gate is, the pin is missing the sleeve right here, just like the other one has one. This one does not. So a lot of times they do not put it in because you will be opening and closing this one, but I do recommend it to put it in there just for safety when you lock the door. Okay, so going all the way around, your gas meter, if you smell gas, you call 911. You can shut it off here when these two holes meet. You shut it off there as an emergency. I checked the pressure. You are 55 psi. It's recommended between 45 and 65, and that is good. I opened here and I checked inside, make sure that they labeled, make sure they're not using a breaker for more than 2 things, and they're not. So all that is good in there. This GFCI right here, this one does not reset. So that will probably have to be replaced. Backflow preventer, because the irrigation system. Irrigation is not part of the inspection, but I checked it anyway. I put it on manual and I ran it, and it did not see any problem. So I saw some drippers. Here, the builders a lot of times do not put weed barrier underneath here, and I usually recommend it, but they usually say no, but you're gonna have to ask. Sometimes they do. I recommended that they paint behind here, because as you can see, the sun is gonna put this back, and then you're gonna see that white there. The same thing up here. They would tell you that they don't do it because it sticks to the door, but that's BS. They could do it and then let the paint dry, and then it should not be a problem. They will paint it manually by opening the door and painting it when the door is fully open. Okay, so just going around here as well, check all the lights. These are the clean outs. So in case you have a problem with with the sewer system, they put a snake through here and clean it out. I just write that is the elevation is too high, should be lower elevation, because otherwise it's a trip hazard. All right, I'll send you the report. If you have any questions, you give me a call. Thanks. Have a good day.